TikTok Shop can change everything for your e-commerce brand. Over 55 million Americans have already made their first purchase on TikTok Shop, which means if you aren't capitalizing on this new platform, then you're leaving a lot of money on the table. So in this video, I want to show you how my team and I took a brand to the #1 spot on TikTok Shop and then 2 more brands to the top 10. So actually, we were able to replicate this strategy. This will allow you to capitalize on the fastest way to scale your brand in 2024. This is the same exact strategy that big brands like PacSun and Rise Supplements are doing to scale their brand to millions on TikTok Shop every single month. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Luke Thorberg, and I spend millions of dollars on Meta and TikTok ads every single year. I've scaled over 30 brands past the 100K a month mark, with many of those getting past the $1 million a month mark. So I want to introduce you to Kiora Eyewear. They are a fashion brand known for their sweet luxury sunglasses. And when we started working with Kiora, they were struggling to scale. So they couldn't run TikTok ads profitably, and they hadn't really seen much success on TikTok Shop other than a couple of random purchases. And they really weren't sure if TikTok Shop could be a profitable platform for them at all. Now, by implementing the 3-step strategy that we're going to go over in this video, we were able to take Kiora Eyewear to the #1 spot on TikTok Shop in their product category, and then 2 more brands to the top 10 in their product category on TikTok Shop. So again, we were able to replicate this strategy. This ultimately allowed Kiora to scale past the 6-figure a month mark on TikTok Shop in additional revenue to their brand. We have a picture of it right here. So they're able to generate an additional $100,000 every single month in revenue from TikTok Shop alone, on top of their Shopify purchases as well, which is really awesome. So the easiest way to get started with TikTok Shop, the first thing you're going to do is go into your Shopify and you're going to download the TikTok app. This is going to upload all of your products directly into TikTok Shop, so you don't have to manually add your product listing. It will do it automatically if you just download the TikTok app on Shopify. And then the next step that you can do is simply connect your Shopify store to TikTok with a tool like SKU IQ, and this will automatically sync your inventory between the 2 platforms. So you won't have to manage both your TikTok Shop and your Shopify store and make sure that your inventory is tracking correctly and updated. This will eliminate the hassle for you and will make it very seamless between the 2 platforms. Okay, after you get your product listing set up, the next step is to run and test some initial ads. And you might be wondering, why are we going right into ads instead of into something like affiliates? And that'll make sense in just a minute, so hold on here. The first step, you want to run ads directly to your shop listing. So you want to build up some initial social proof around your product if you want to drive organic purchases. Think about it like an Amazon listing. People are going to gravitate towards products that already have reviews and past purchases because that social proof is already built behind the product. So we need to build up some initial momentum and get some initial ad-driven sales to drive those organic sales. From there, we want to make sure that we are testing and iterating on multiple different ad frameworks. So be testing features ads, founder stories, us versus thems, problem and solution ads, you name it. Be testing a lot of different frameworks. And if you need some great framework examples, we have a ton that we give you absolutely for free. They're ads that we've made at the agency or stolen from huge major brands and applied them to the brands that we work with and made a bunch of money for them. So if you want that, make sure that you click the link down in the description. We'll make sure that we link it, and you can get 100+ ad creative concepts for free. And we're always adding to that list, which is really cool. And the one thing you need to make sure you do is leverage TikTok's difference between Meta. So one of the cool things about TikTok, if you find a really good winning framework, you can scale up much faster than Meta. Meta, you have to scale up like 10, 20% a day. We are doubling budgets all day long on TikTok if we find winning ad concepts. So once you identify something, make sure that you're not being conservative in the way that you scale and you test aggressively. So now that you've built up some initial momentum from ad-driven sales, affiliates are going to start to notice your product. You're going to be recommended on the shop tab, and they're going to see that you have some organic sales. So after you've built that social proof, affiliates are going to be more naturally inclined to start pushing your product versus somebody else's, right? They want to push products that they know people want and are currently selling, and this is going to entice them to push your product versus a competitor or something else entirely, right? And some way that you can increase the frequency of affiliates joining, right? You want them to come to you naturally, but you can also invite affiliates yourself that align with your brand, and this will allow you to get more affiliates in the pipeline. You can invite 100 affiliates a day. It only takes 20 or 30 minutes of your time. It's something super easy that you can do to get more affiliates to push your product for you. And another way that you're able to get more affiliates versus your competitors is by increasing the commission that you set. So if your competitors are only doing 10 or 15%, I encourage you to increase that affiliate commission to something like 20 or 30, or honestly as high as you can stomach, especially at the beginning while you're building up momentum. And then you can taper off your affiliate commission over time. This is what all the major brands have done to get a ton of affiliates choosing their product versus something else, right? And this will incentivize those affiliates to choose you versus someone else as well too. Then you can use tools like Calo data or Calo data, however you say it. The cool thing about this is you can observe your competitors' affiliates and their activity. You can also see the best performing affiliates if you want to try to steal them away. And then overall, just what products are currently trending on TikTok Shop to see if your product is a good fit or if you are at least competing with other products on there, and make sure that it's not just a you thing, right? You can see if everyone else is suffering or if everyone's doing well and you're just lagging behind. So after your brand starts gaining some traction and you're getting some ad-driven sales and you're getting some initial affiliate sales, you might think that the job is done, but there's actually one more step that you can take to push your sales even further. And this is where the magic really starts to happen. So you identify your top performing affiliates, right? What affiliate videos are generating high views or high sales? These are the ones that you're going to want to turn into ads. So the way you identify that, you want to see, are they getting more views than usual whenever it comes to their videos, right? So if they're usually getting 500 views or 1,000 views, and you see one of the videos of your product has 10, 20, or 100,000 views, or even 1 million views, that is something that you're going to want to use as an ad, because obviously TikTok's organic algorithm has shown that that is a good performing video, and they wanted to give it out to more people and to distribute it further, right? The other way you can do it is, and this is another way we've seen if a video performs, sometimes it's not about the views, and a video will have actually low views, but it will have a really high GMV. So the revenue from that video will be much higher than a lot of their other videos or a lot of other creators, right? And this is something that you can check in the affiliate center underneath your seller center, right? And then what you want to do with those high performing videos, whether it be from views or sales, you want to turn those back into ads, right? So you want to spark ad with that affiliate and run some ad spend behind those performing videos. And the cool thing about this, even if a video currently isn't getting distribution or it's currently not going viral, you'll be able to get even more sales off of that affiliate's video, and even with it not having to go viral at that current time, right? The cool thing about this too is you'll typically see a really high ROAS, especially whenever you start running an ad underneath that creator. You can see ROASs of 5, 6, 7, 8 for short periods of time whenever you initially spark ad with a new affiliate creator. Because the cool thing about it is you're able to actually build off of their platform versus whenever you're running ads directly from your brand, you're going off of your audience. So it allows you to tap into their audience, get more sales from their audience, and generate a really high ROAS, especially for short periods of time whenever you run those ads. And if you want to take this even further, make sure you get permission from the affiliate, but you can even take this ad and run it as a meta ad, or you can run it to any other platform. So Facebook or Instagram. What we found is stuff that performs really, really well, whether it be an affiliate video or your ads on TikTok that you're running from your brand, tend to perform really, really well whenever we cross those over to Meta on Facebook and Instagram. So those are the exact steps that we took to take Kiora Eyewear to the #1 spot on TikTok Shop in their product category. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, the steps that we outlined in this video, they're easier said than done. You have to create high performing ads, you have to find affiliates that are right for your brand, and create a coherent strategy across these different platforms, whether it be TikTok, TikTok Shops, and even Meta. So if you're an e-commerce brand owner that's making at least $30K a month and you want to save your time and work on your business and not so much in your business, then book a meeting with the first link below and we can see if we're a good fit to work together. And worst case scenario, you're going to leave with a completely free audit. And if you're still unsure about me, check out the interview that we just did with the founder of Kiora Eyewear. His name's Parker. He's a really good guy. And you can hear some additional insights from the brand owner himself of what it's like to work with us and the results that we've been able to generate. So go check that out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.